guys? It's Capreae. So today I was scrolling through Musical.Ly and I found some pretty old Musical.Lys of me, and I thought like I look completely different now to how I did back then, especially with how I did my makeup. So today I thought I would do like a recreating my old look, which is gonna basically be like recreating my old makeup and hair and all of that. So let's get started. So to start off this beautiful one-of-a-kind makeup tutorial, I used to use my BB cream from Garnier, but I ran out of that. So I'm just gonna take this random foundation. Basically, it has to just be a couple shades lighter. Whoops. Basically, it has to be a couple shades lighter than your normal skin tone because you want to look washed out and as pale as possible because that's the best look. I used to just take like a huge brush like this and just go with it. Yeah, you really just want to get it all in there, you know? You have to be really precise with this though, and basically just try to avoid like any red areas or areas that need covering up. You just want to like avoid those completely. So then I would just take my hands and bring it down to my neck, nice and gently. All right, so now that we have that done, we have to move on to powder. So I'm just gonna take this Bare Minerals powder, tap some out, and we don't bake, we just cake. Okay, so now that our skin is really uneven, we're gonna move on to our eyes because we're just gonna leave the skin for a minute. We'll come back to that later, but we're gonna move on to our eyes. Every good makeup look always starts with a primer on the eyes. So we're just gonna take my primer potion from Urban Decay, put a whole glob of that on our fingers, and smear it around. And you also wanna make sure that you put on a lot, like all over your eyelashes, just everywhere, so that way everything is primed and ready to go. Because eyelashes use eyeshadow primers. That makes sense. Alright, so now that we've done that, we gotta take our eyeshadow. And I used to use this eyeshadow from Ulta. I cracked it, but it is the same exact one. It's just the Gel Bounce eyeshadow in Glam, which I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice brown, sparkly brown color, but you know, I didn't really apply it as nicely as I should have. So we're gonna take our Naked 3 brush, and we're just gonna take the big side and just put it in our crease and just smear it around, because you know, technique is something, but we don't need it. Alright, so now that we officially have a black eye, it's time to move on to the lid, because that's how the steps should be. Alright, Jeffree Star? So we're just gonna take this little MAC palette. It's called Pastel Times. So we're just gonna take this really light pearl white color, and we just use our fingers because hygiene matters. You know, it's alright if it mixes in with the crease because you're not gonna be able to tell. I actually look like a clown, but it's alright. It's the look that we're going for. So now that we've done that, we're gonna do eyeliner, but we only line our bottom waterline, and we're gonna use a big eyeshadow pencil, and this is just brown, and we're just gonna take this and just go for it. So we also wanna blend this into our crease because our crease isn't brown enough yet, so I'm just gonna take this and like wing it out a little bit, a lot, and we're just gonna wing that into our crease, and then you could just blend it with your finger again because hygiene matters. This is a flawless technique. Fingers are our best friends. Yes. So I actually remember the mascara that I used to use. It was the Kiko Milano Ultra Tech mascara, and I would just take this, and you want to take like the tip where all the mascara is like globbed up, and you're just gonna like take that, and that's what you're gonna use. And then later you can use the actual mascara wand and everything, but right now we're just adding black and then smooth it out. I do just want to say the lighting keeps on changing and it's like getting dark, so don't mind that, but the mascara looks great. Loving it, sister. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go back to our face because our eyes are done. I always like swapped between bronzers, but I do remember I used to use this bronzer from Stila, and I would take quite a bit of this, and you want to use the same brush that you use for your foundation. So not only are you getting a contour, but you're also getting a tan. It's alright if you leave it a little bit unblended because we also used a second bronzer to put on top of that. So you just took this big bronzer and a random angled brush, and I just like put it everywhere. Keep in mind, I did not highlight, I only bronzed because highlighter did not exist, neither did my brows. So yeah. So now that we look like we just got punched in the face about 15 million times, we're gonna move on to our lips. And this part made me look like a discotheque fairy. So I used to love this NYX butter gloss, and this is in the shade Tiramisu, and it's actually a really pretty color and everything, but I didn't like put it on lightly, you know? We want to cake it on so we know that it's not going to go anywhere. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. So good. I kind of went for the all around technique. So now moving on to hair, I used to do a half up, half down, and I still do this. It's just not as high, I guess, but you're just gonna take your hair, and you don't wanna get like from your ears up or anything. You just wanna get like the very top of your hair and just pull it up, and you're gonna go as close to the front of your head as you can, and just tie it. And then you're just gonna pull it, pull it, pull it. So now that we did the makeup and the hair perfectly, I just saw my guinea pig jump. So now that we did the hair and makeup, it's time to go change into our outfit. And we're back. So now that I have everything ready, I just have to go to my living room and make the Musical.Ly because I used to film every single one of my Musical.Lys out there. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so I just finished filming the Musical.Ly and I'll put it in now.
Okay, stop. Drop it, drop it. You got everybody in here. Oh my gosh.
But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.